Boss, I need to ask you a question.
I can't answer any questions right now. You can see that I'm really busy doing my work.
It will be quick.
Alright, go on.
What did you learn from your audience feedback?
To begin with, the group and I had started to introduce and familiarise ourselves of what must be done during the planning and research process. To start off, we had to conduct a survey on SurveyMonkey, which consisted of 8 different questions, in order to engage more efficiently with our target audience as much as possible. These questions are about our audience's ages, our audience's favourite genres, what kind of storyline they might want to see, how they would want to see it, for example, whether they want it revealing or not, etc. We managed to get 10 different responses, which ultimately helped us as a group to choose our final decision. When it came to analyse the responses on the questionnaire, we had a few surprising answers. When asking our first question, which was, "How old are you?" our responses were quite broadened. We noticed a mixture, something we did not expect as a group. There were 3 people aged between 15 and 17, 3 people between the ages of 18 to 21, and 3 people over the age 22. However, there was only one person who was sat between the 11 to 14 range. We came to the decision of making the teaser trailer more sophisticated and difficult to comprehend, due to the fact that majority of our target audience were young adults. The storyline genre we contemplated over, which was a drama thriller, would be understandable for the people who were aged from 16 and above. For the one person that was between the range of 11 to 14 would not really understand the concept of this teaser trailer. Even though majority of the audience are significantly older, we decided to embed a few elements for the secondary audience, in other words our younger audience, to make it clearer for them to understand the teaser trailer. We also asked another question that we thought was the most relevant for our teaser trailer. We asked our target audience what their favourite kind of genre was, and when we were analysing the results for this question, we as a group were glad with the fact that the results were in our favour. The highest results were the genre drama and thriller, with drama having 40% of the vote and thriller with 30%. This is good because initially our group idea was to create a drama thriller. The audience wanted to see these 2 genres together, so we decided that we should give this to them and make a teaser trailer with both of these genres. Another important question that we had included into the survey for the audience to answer is, do you prefer a strong female or male lead in the teaser trailer? When the results had finally come in, we acknowledged that we were in a dilemma. This is because 20% of the audience said the main lead should be a male, 20% said that a female should take the main lead, and 60% chose the option either, meaning they didn't really mind. As we were struggling on who to choose as the main lead, we decided to ask one of our target audience members what their honest opinion is on who should take the lead. They said that a female should take the main lead because usually in movies, the male is always looked at being more dominant and involved in action and fighting. But in terms of the female, they aren't really looked as being the alpha female, but usually they are looked at as being more intelligent. So we decided that it would seem more appropriate if a female was to take on the main lead in our kind of teaser trailer. After getting some feedback personally from an audience member, we ultimately decided to implement what they said and made the main lead role a female. Moving on to the production, we acknowledged that as we kept receiving feedback from our audience members and teachers, we also noticed we constantly were changing elements during Final Cut Pro, as we were implementing what our teachers were telling us. During the part of the teaser trailer where the protagonist is looking for information linked to her current story, our shots and angles we had initially created did not look up to standard, with lack of professionalism. Our teacher had advised us to go film this part again. He also recommended different shots, such as over-the-shoulder shot when Lily White turns on the light. Ultimately, from the feedback we received, we learned that if our shots looked boring and unnaturalistic, it would not intrigue our target audience members well enough. If I was able to go back and edit this teaser trailer again, I think that I would most certainly get rid of the character that is following Lily. This is mainly because, when looking back over it, the way the shot was executed was not up to standard, and there could have been many different ways to do this specific shot, not just a shot of his face, and that which is only 2 to 3 seconds long. Also, personally, it felt irrelevant because it did not have much purpose behind it. Even though it meant that more time was being added onto the timeline and the teaser trailer, ultimately there wasn't much to it. Moving on from the production of the teaser trailer, once everything was completed, we published it onto a social media platform named Facebook. This was mainly done because we wanted to receive some more feedback on how successful our teaser trailer was for the people that were watching it on YouTube.
Yeah, I liked it. There were many good shots taken from many good angles. For example, in the church scene, I feel that the shots were very efficient. Overall, it was a good teaser trailer.
Yes, I did. Because, I mean, I felt that the story was at least very, very good. And also, the production values are good for what it is.
I did enjoy the production. I thought it was an engaging storyline, and the fast pace of the trailer was quite entertaining. Held my attention.
Friends.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it to my family and friends because the teaser trailer was very interesting and I would love to see the whole film.
Yes, I would. I would feel that the story would be interesting and intriguing enough for them as it was for me.
I would recommend it to some family and friends. I feel like the storyline might be a bit sensitive for some people, so I'd recommend it to people maybe my age or a bit older, definitely.
Yeah, it was clear to understand because I could tell that it was a journalist trying to find out about 4 children that were missing. And it was clear to me that there were 4 children missing due to the journalist saying, it's funny how there's 4 children missing. So the story was very clear to me.
From the outset, when I watched the teaser trailer, I felt that it was very much similar to murder mystery films, and also, but it does have a twist to it, which makes it very much intriguing to watch.
I think so. I understood to the extent that there's a mystery surrounding some children. There's a bit of a thriller element, a criminal element, but it still maintained the mystery, which made it intriguing.
Yeah, I was able to identify that it was a drama thriller because there weren't any action scenes in the trailer at all, and it was more thriller based.
At first, no, but then as I picked up, I then started realizing that it was going to be a drama thriller, seeing that it's quite similar to the amount of murder mysteries that you see on the movies and also on television.
I think so. Having the tense music underneath helped illustrate that it was like a thriller, scary genre. But some of the scenes were quite bright, so I wasn't sure whether there was also going to be some humour or some lighter sides to the story.
As you can see from the audience feedback, the teaser trailer for us was successful because the audience had mentioned how clear the genre and narrative was for them. However, one of our audience members had mentioned that they thought it was going to be a comedy due to the lighting we used. This does make sense as drama thriller is usually dark and dull to help signify a not so friendly environment. From this, I have learned that exaggerating with lighting in specific genre trailers will affect what the audience interprets in terms of what kind of genres they are watching.